Hello everyone, how are you? Fine, thank you. Alright, let's start I guess. Like, I know the game was popular, but I hadn't streamed it because I was waiting for the hype to die down a little bit. Let's play it now I guess. The game is so silent at the beginning. Oh my god. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit ddlc.mo warning.html. Let's see what it says. This page contains spoilers. Okay, let's not go in there then. English comment, yes sir. Yes sir. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. The first sound effect. This sounds so good after so much silence. I agree. Music. Finally, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Here we go. Is the game music fine? Should I lower it? Or is this the perfect volume? I need your help. Only you can help me on my quest to play Doki Doki Literature Club. It begins. Dareka tasukete. Also, I closed Facebook already. Lower a bit the game volume. Okay. Let's see then. Okay, I lowered it to 80. Is this fine? Or... I lowered it 20% only. I'm not that much of an extremist. Is this fine? Dareka tasukete. 70%, okay. 70. Okay, how about now? Is it fine this way? Or else? Testo da testo. Oh, the struggle of streaming a game for the first time. Volume problems. Are we good now? Are we not good? Did we die? Is this real life? Or is this just fantasy? I think nobody else is here, so I'm gonna go with your opinion, Kino-san. Kino-san desu. Settings. Skip unseen text after choices. Display window. Yes. Text speed. This should all be fine. Please enter your name. Ryoshi-san. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out before you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Extreme happiness. However, I just sag a needle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I cuffed you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ryoshi. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. We lost some frames, not like this. Oh, I know. No, I don't know why. Also, does it look fine? Or does it look a little bit blurry? Or something? Alright, we good then. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ryoshi, have you decided on a club to join yet? Our club? Foreshadowing, boys. Doki Doki Literature Club. I wonder what club we will be joining. Totally not obvious. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh my god, I feel identified on so many levels. Yeah, totally, we're joining the debate club. Totally not Doki Doki Literature Club. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Time skip. The first time skip of the game. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Mini. We are joining the anime club. I would join in first, reading with my shitty English skills, but the delay would kill the experience. We are joining the anime club then. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. We're losing frames. God damn it. I swear I get so mad when people have all freaking day to lag as much as they want, but no, they decided to do it at 10 freaking PM and it's 11 and it doesn't stop. Jesus. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Karate chop. Hella chat when I'm... What? Who is this? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Sounds like a pretty amazing deal, to be honest. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ryoshi, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Dot. Silence. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Huh? Do I? Do I though? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ryoshi. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Ryoshi. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's being widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Kawaii desu! Kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, she has a thing. OMG! Best character trait, hands down, thing. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Oishi! Sayori talks with her mouth full. We're losing frames, not like this. It's so distressing, I swear to you. Like, why? Just why? Why? Okay, I think we stopped losing frames, maybe. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Arigato, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I did it for you or anything, baka. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I knew it. I knew he was thinking the same thing. It's a self-insert after all. Totally Ryoshi-san. Losing frames on a VN makes sense. Totally, Gotta be careful with those frames, It's not like I made them for you or anything, baka. I knew it. Eh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. Baka. But not for you, you, Domi. Baka. Baka intensifies. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Nice poking at the tsundere trope. Kupsuki. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yokata. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh! Was that the club we were joining, Kino? Debate club. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it! Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Dayone minasan. Yeah, hi! Well, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. So I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ryoshi, what kinds of things do you like to read? The usual, hentai, or manga, shonen manga, the usual stuff. Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. What kind of manga? Usual stuff like hentai. Tentacle hentai. Nothing too weird, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. So is Yuri like the manipulative kind of girl? Those are the vibes I'm getting right now. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Isekai, do you mean? Just kidding. I like those kind of books too. They're great. They're like too great. Like, especially if you're bored with, everyday life and stuff. Fantasy is the best way to escape. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Symbolism, please. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. This reminds me, I need to get back to reading creepypastas. I've lost the habit after doing it basically every day for like a year. I need to get back to creepypastas, but are there any good creepypastas, like new ones out there anymore? Like, there was a point they all became so generic and boring and predictable. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Do you mean mystery? Do you mean Umineko? We need to get back to streaming that as well. God damn it, so much stuff to stream, so little time. Because I lag until 10 PM, why? Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Nani? What gives you that idea? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last group meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. At least the DLC is not more than 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, Umineko is like 50 hours per novel, 2 novels, 8 chapters. It's like 100 hours total. Kinda like Fate Stay Night, I think. Kawaii janai! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Kotowaru. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. No. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ryoshi? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Wait a second. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lost my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Ryoshi, you all. I'm defenseless against cute girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? You know, man, cute girls are my weakness. I can't do anything about it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. A man of culture, I see. Good job, other me. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I joined the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Ryoshi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Ryoshi. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after the school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. In the hallway, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, I didn't save. Wait, can I save? Yes, I can. Let's see, who am I aiming for? Oh god. Ambient, shopping, ribbon, effulgent, massacre, waterfall, pink, captive, papa, flee. Let's go for ambient. What's even effulgent? What can Monica like? Like, I'm pretty sure Yuri might like Massacre and Captive. Sayori, I don't know, I'm not sure. Ribbon, probably. No, Pink and Ribbon must be Natsuki. Waterfall, I guess. Ambient, shopping. No, shopping must be Sayori, for sure. Oh wait, Sayori has a ribbon, so she might be ribbon. But Natsuki likes cute things, so... Why do the save files look like black screens? I don't know. You tell me. Let's go with ambient. Universe. Okay, I'm pretty sure Monica might like the universe. Whistle, Misery, Friends, Parfait, Clumsy, Chocolate, Raindrops, Shiny. Amazing. Let's go universe. Romance must be Natsuki for sure. Charm. I'm not sure. Depression. Extreme. Tragedy. Infallible. Meager. Death. Oh god, this is so hard. Shame. Romance, I guess. Wait, so I can't get Monica? No. Can I get Monica Kino? Can I? Can I get Monica on the first poem or not? Also, I was right. Yuri would like the massacre. No, not like this. Why? Why is the world so cruel? I guess I'll choose using Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Okay, this is hella hard. Who to go for? Music, determination, cage, chance, share, electricity, ambient, joy. Mo. Kino-san. I don't know, that's the problem. Okay, it's your time to play the hero, Kino. Out of these three, who do you think I'm the most compatible with? Your pick. I trust you, Kino. The future of our club is in your hands. Do you think I'd get along with Natsuki? I mean, like, out of the four, I'd most likely go for Monica. I'd probably not go for Sayori because he seems like a little bit of an airhead, and I'm not that much into airheads, but we'll see if that changes later. Like, they're making me pick and I don't know anything about these girls. Like, isn't it too early to pick? Pretty tense, oh. That sounds interesting. Okay, try to sell. Okay, with no spoilers, sell these girls to me to see who I pick. No spoilers, please. I mean, I am into deep characters, and somewhat, to some extent, I kinda always end up loving tragic heroines. But I also like smart girls. So, and am I into horror? Hell freaking yeah, I am. I love horror. It's like my second favorite genre next to mystery. It's like mystery is my favorite genre, then horror, and then fantasy, and then everything else. Try to sell her to me, come on. Look, try to sell Yuri to me first, then Natsuki, then Sayori. No spoilerino, please. Well then. Kino's typing intensifies. Like, I think I can hear his typing through chat. That's the intensity of his description, with no spoilerinos. Plot twist. This isn't Kino, this is Sebas, and it's a wall text. Typing intensifies. Okay. That sounds pretty good. Keep going. Natsuki now, please. I don't know how to do no spoilers for this. Oh god. Would you say any of them falls like into the tragic heroine trope? Natsuki is a tsundere. She likes anime a lot, but tends to be a bit offensive with people she doesn't know too much about. So that's why I figured that, like, she reacted to when the protagonist mentioned manga, so I figured she would be into anime maybe. Sayori worries a lot about her friends. Is that it? So do any of them have like tragic backstories or something like that? Oh, if anyone falls in, if anyone has like tragic backstory or something like that. Or do all of them like have fairly normal backstories? No, okay, then I'm probably going for Yuri. So, let's see the poem we can come out with. So, once there was a cage that held uncontrollable pleasure, uncontrollable, agonizing people who were then part of a massacre, that was full of pain. And since there was pain, a lot of people were hurt. No! Damn it, that was Sayori. I missed. Nah, let's reload. We're gonna make the perfect poem for Yuri. So, there was once a tall mountain that gave us vertigo, and from under the mountain there was, yeah, I'm probably going for Yuri. And I mean, I'm probably gonna I'm probably going for Monica once we unlock her route. Hello, Sevi. That's fine, don't speak in English. You be españolerino todo el día, por favor. It's not like we don't speak Spanish. Okay, so at the feet of the mountain there was a cage. And no, if I'm gonna go for Yuri because Monica is not available, I'm gonna make the perfect poem for her. Like, we gotta be perfect, like we gotta get 20 points for Yuri. And in the cage there was an analysis. Yeah, we did it. An analysis of wait, suicide. No, there was an analysis of people who had suicided in the cage. um, suicided in the cage, alone, no, damn it, because of their melancholy. It was such a horrific scene. Okay, we gotta save. We've got 7 out of 20. Yes, override. We're going good. This is looking good. This might be the run. Let's see. Horrific scene full of intellectual people who had committed suicide. And since all the people had committed suicide, there was... oh damn. Horde is for Sayori, so there was a promise? No, that's Sayori, goddammit. Together we cry. No! Okay, we're gonna load. We have failed. It restarted it. Not like this. No, that's Sayori too. God damn it. Failure. Failure. Okay, let's go for triad. Why? Sayori, why? Why do you do this to me? Okay, you know what? Let's do this randomly. We're going for misery. Frightening. Shame, extreme, broken, scars. Extreme. Judgment, sound, email, vanilla, tears, captive, promise, captive. Melancholy, Papa Bubbles, nightgown, depression, pink, inside universe, horror. Fear. Navel, defeat, whisper, secretive, misfortune. Sparkle, rain cloud, extraordinary. Comfort, holiday, rain cloud. Alone, prayer, kawaii, effulgent, hopeless, adventure. Disaster. Wrath, sin, heart, lazy, sugar, contamination, excitement. Wrath. Unstable, spinning, hope, poof, flying, swimsuit, dream, meager, aura, existence. Joy, disarray, bliss, peace, sunset, pout, peaceful, beauty, memories. Uncanny, thrill, destiny, place, sunny, unregretted, perfect, Valentine, heartbeat, creases. Tenacious, socks, marshmallow, amazing, free, warm, ocean, landscape, clouds. Determination, cage. Philosophy, shiny, fester, fluffy, summer, philosophy. Anime, hurt, body, wonderful, jump, tragedy. Suicide. Giggle, lost, eating, nature, empty, I wonder. Lost. Let's see who's the most lustful of the girls. Lost. Oh my. So Yuri likes Lost. Let's go with Vertigo or Fantasy. Vertigo. Pain, definitely pain. Who liked it the most? I think it's Sayori. Wait, let's see, I'm restarting if it's Sayori. I can see. I didn't count. God damn it. Okay, somebody help me count, please. I don't know. I didn't count, Kino. So keep count, please. You check the jumps, please. No, I didn't count. I don't know who we got. Somebody count for me, please. So first one, defeat, sensation, entropy, precious, Baymax, vivid, skipping, laugh, Valentine, clouds, embrace, vibrant, anime, perfect, marriage. Which one do I like the most here? Clouds, probably. Oh, Natsuki, judgment, strawberry, extreme, pain, cage, misfortune, extreme. Yeah, let's go for extreme. Rose, unstable, analysis, definitely analysis. Playground, sadness, fireflies, infallible, destiny, wonderful, tenacious, prayer, excitement, blanket, destiny. Yeah, probably Yuri. Like, I asked Kino if someone had a tragic backstory, if there's no tragic heroine that limits the possibilities. So, Natsuki and Sayori, they're cute, but I'm not into cute girls only. I prefer smart girls. So I was gonna go for Monica, but then Monica isn't available, so I gotta go for Yuri, which is the second smartest girl, and she likes horror. I like horror too, so family explode, after image, grief, whisper, scene contamination. I'm going for grief. Ocean, yeah, let's go for massacre. I'm a sadist. Flying, melody, scars, heart, jump, fear, feather, infinite, landscapes, creative, infinite. Sugar, kawaii, inferno, heaven sent, headphones, uncontrollable, adventure, cry, peaceful, yearning. Let's go for inferno. Bouncy, fantasy, play, anger, meager, awesome, bunny, atone, puppy, sweet, fantasy. Memories, romance, marshmallow, amazing, flea, sunny, rain cloud, pure, disoriented, Kisutes. This is a hard choice, so I'm gonna flee. Oh. Well, I'm gonna go for Yuri. I like horror. She likes horror. She's smart. So, let's go. Nightgown, promise, sticky, broken, fashion, happiness, incongruent, childhood, ribbon, cheer. Nightgown, sparkle, candy, clumsy, unending, nibble, spinning, hope, nature, alone, email. Alone, I guess. Question, raindrops, whistle, extraordinary, Doki Doki, misery, proof, calm, ambient, color, calm. Suicide, Daydream, Papa, Holiday, Determination, Pickle, Unrequited, Charm, Crimson. Agonizing, Disown, Insight, Captive, Together, Fun, Friends, Intellectual, Aim, Frightening, Captive. Beauty, Cheeks, Shiny, Dream, Pink, Fester, Smile, Shopping, Death. Yeah, let's go for Death. Hello Death, my old friend. Kitty, Fireworks, Jumpy, Lucky, Disarray, Pout, Unrestrained, Vitality, Heartbeat, Portrait, Unrestrained, I like it. Uncanny, Mouse, Lipstick, Breath, Special, Imagination. Vivacious, Philosophy, yeah, Philosophy, definitely. Bliss, Anxiety, Wrath, Fear, Love, Depression, Empty, Aura, Games, Universe. Okay, I think we got Yuri. If my count isn't deceiving me. Incongruent Natsuki, are you fucking kidding me? Hi again, Ryoshi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, hahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ryoshi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Is that a threat? Are you threatening me, Natsuki? Natsuki 3, Sayori 4, the rest Yuri. Nice, we have a lot in common, Yuri. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Kino, let me know, is having a lot in common with Yuri a good thing or a bad thing? Like, a lot of the choices were questionable. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Busted, haha. Turned down for what? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ryoshi always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your fire on bed. God damn it, I was gonna say you almost set your fire on house once. And you almost set your house on fire once. I almost did it again. God damn it. Moninga, manga is lit. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Don't worry, Yuri baby, you won. You won my heart. Not like I'm still curious about Monica, but without taking Monica into account because she's not romanceable this route. You won, baby. Don't worry about it. How come? You and Ryoshi can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. So, you every day put you set your fire on house. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Ooh, what do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Ooh, I'm freaking smooth, dude. Like, goddamn, and at this rate, I'm gonna end up falling in love with myself, Jesus. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, read it together? Huh, I'm down, baby. Discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? My thoughts, exactly. My little guy classmate, no, clubmate, can't be this cute. New anime, top 10 animes ever created. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Arigato, Yuri-san. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to read some of it, not for any particular reason. Totally. You can't, you can't, you can't fool me, Yuri. I know, right? Hey, don't forget, Pop Team Epic. There's Pop Team Epic has two voiced adaptations. One with the original voices of the girls, and then one with men voices. So we can do that too, and people can judge us. Some people even prefer the men voices for Pop Team Epic, so it's a possibility. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Let's voice cute girls with manly voices. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyways. You are more... Oh Jesus. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Nice going, Yuri. You're a great girl. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Holy shit, this sounds like a story I would like. Hands down, that's a damn tragic heroine. Wait, is this a real book? Or is this just a random name given? If it's a damn real book, I'm gonna check it out. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yes, I fucking love it. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ariyoshi? No, it's not that. I'm definitely a damn fan. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Keep going, I love it. Fictional book. No, not like this, dude. It sounds like such a great story. Like I would love to read it. I love tragedies, and horror, and fantasy, and mystery overall. But come on, let's be honest, mystery always comes in hand with tragedy. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Ah, I know that feel. It happens to me all the time. All the damn time. Wait, what does sexil mean, or however you pronounce that? So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Hell yeah, this guy follows my philosophy. I'm gonna fall in love with myself again. Oh god. This can be. I'm already deep in love with myself. Not again. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to... What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to yours. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sexil is a really hardcore fan of Yuri. He's an user of RGDLC. Oh, makes sense. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit. Why did I say a bit? Oh god. Our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh my fucking god, this CG is so beautiful, dude. Oh god. Sumimasen desu ka? This is so beautiful. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Don't question it, me. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy yourself, something I cannot do. Enjoy the company of that cute girl. Do it for me, my boy. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page? Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh my god, she's such a beautiful girl. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading Kino. Please tell me she has a good ending. If she doesn't, I will commit seppuku, I swear. I will take my own existence samurai blade and drive it through my stomach to join Yuri in her sad ending if there isn't a happy ending. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Ryoshi, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, Mina-san! Monica to the rescue! You will commit Sudoku. Yes, I will commit Sudoku. Game theory, Monica is sans OMG! You will feel some Sudokus is what he meant. Yes, I will totally do feel Sudokus with my samurai blade. Non-existent samurai blade, mind you. It totally has a function that allows me to project ink into Sudokus. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Damn, dude, I'm so smooth. Oh my god. I'm falling head over heels with myself again. So damn smooth. Ooh. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. You totally want me to read it with you. I understand. I won't read tonight. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. God damn me, why? Why? Why do you do this? It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. Oh, nah, good play there. Good play, you beat me. You're great, you're doing great, other me. Go ahead, do your thing, man. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright, yosha! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori sits on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go, Yuri, why not? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say it out loud? We got her, other me. Good job. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? None. I mean, I do, the real me does, but the me in-game doesn't. Cut him some slack. I know you like the poem though. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Yeah, totally metaphors about massacres, being captive in a cave, experiencing a deep analysis of the universe. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Uh, well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Am I missing something? Is there some deep meaning behind it? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside area to continue. Wait. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, can I go back to that? Was that the full poem? Or... God damn it. Deep meaning Lord. They started sharing poems after the MC got there. It's their first time viewing it. Oh boy. So... was that the full poem or did I mess up? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. You know what? Just to make sure. Yuri. Yep. Let's see. Well, I cannot scroll down. What happens if I click the poem? No, there's nothing. Okay. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Don't worry, Yuri. My handwriting is... I can assure you, it's worse. It's worse. It's worse. Some people have told me directly. They are hieroglyphics. That they are worth... that it's worse than the handwriting of doctors. That's how bad my handwriting is. So don't worry. Wait, did you get to see it again, Kino? Did you see it right now? Like, okay, let me check again. Can you see the poem now? Okay. The delay is condemning us. What? But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I agree. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ryoshi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ryoshi. Oh! Love arrow, shoot! Oh, my heart. Oh, she's such a good girl. Oh my god, that was an arrow to the heart. Bullseye. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's leave the best for last. Wait, do I get to show it to all four of them or only to a to a limited number of them? Because you know what, we're not gonna take any risks. We're gonna do Monica. Hi Ryoshi, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ryoshi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Ryoshi. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Yes, all four of them, Yuri and Monica. The first, I guess Ryoshi likes big girls. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I mean, Kino, you can tell from my preference to Purple Heart, in which Neptunia acts a little bit more normal and mature, versus Nepu Nepu. Nep is just like, she's funny. I'll give her that. She makes me laugh all the time, but I'm not sure, like, does she even take anything seriously? It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Dude! Oh, take this line of dialogue there. And that's me. That's me in a freaking nutshell. If you take a screenshot, that's Ryoshi.jpg. That's what I fucking do. I keep everyone's expectations of me low. So if I do anything good, I surprise them. If I do anything bad, it's like, oh, well, it's not like he was very promising, so with time he will improve. So it's like, it's the perfect thing to do. It's the perfect strategy for this society. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Dude, this guy is actually me. He deserves the name Ryoshi. I don't regret using my name on him. Good job, dude. Good job. You're a great me in another universe full of cute girls. Ahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I know, I did it for her. You underestimate me, Monica-san. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. I love that too. Like, it's what I love. Yuri loves what I love. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I love that, dude. I fucking love that. Like, make me think. What's the point of reading if I'm not gonna think? It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Can you see the poem, Kino-san? Howling wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Holy shit, this sounds like a great premise for a mystery story or a horror story. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about this deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, is this foreshadowing? Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. That's true, dude. That's something I struggled when I started writing my story at first. Like, I was doing writing and editing at the same time, and it just wasn't working out because I was going too slow. And this reminds me I should pick it up again soon, dude. I'm sorry I left you on a big cliffhanger, but hey, at least it was the last chapter I wrote was somewhat close. Like, we're still on the childhood arc, so, and it's a time skip, so we're kinda good. It's not that big of a cliffhanger if you think about it. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Totally agree. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So let's go for Natsuki, I guess. Oh damn. Ryoshi, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in the effort. But it wasn't meant to impress you, huh? Take that, you damn tsundere. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Take that, you tsundere, Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Damn, that last part, dude. What the heck? It went from being describing animal actions to people can try, and that's about it. Like, wow. It was such a plot twist. Such a plot twist. Breakfast. Oh, what time is it for you, Kino? It's like 4 a.m., right? No, it's actually... Damn, that's like 6 a.m. for you? Well, we're gonna end up in a little bit. I just wanna finish the day off. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. That twist in the end was great. Like, damn. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well... because... Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. That's what it did, to be honest. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And last one. This is a good poem, Ryoshi. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that just you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? As I said before, Ryoshi, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? That's fine, Sebas. Go to sleep if you're too tired. We're about to finish anyways. Oh! I see. Makes sense now. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Oh, it's this one. You damn Kino. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I have mixed feelings about that part. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I feel like that sounds more sad than the rest of the poem. Like, why? I'm not gonna question it yet. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. it came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. Oh god, is this poem foreshadowing? Is that part at the end foreshadowing? Oh god, why? And why did you think it died for a moment, Kino? Like, it's still transmitting here and it still says leave 2 hours 5 minutes. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Well, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. What? I mean, I do know the spoiler, but I don't know what's behind it, so I didn't spoil myself the most important part, and that's kinda what I'm looking forward to. Oh, we lost a lot of frames right now. But yeah, like, I'm looking forward to why she did it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get her character at all so far. So even if I know the spoiler, it won't affect anything. I'll probably still get mind blown. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Oh, is it too complicated for Natsuki to understand? Wow, Seas. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Yeah, that's what I got from that one. People can try, but that's about it. I'm like, wow. Wow! How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Ryoshi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Dude, I love that confidence from Yuri. Oh my god. Blown the fuck out. Blown the fuck out. Oh my fucking god, Yuri, you're amazing. Which I haven't yet. And Ryoshi liked my poem too, you know. Oh, dude, this is getting intense. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh boy. Oh, that's not what I... Ooh. Wait, is ooh a common Yuri thing? Like, I'm falling in love more and more with her. Oh god. Ooh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ryoshi appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh boy, this is getting intense. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, dude. Oh my fucking god. Yuri with those damn comebacks. Holy fucking shit. Blown the fuck out, dude. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ryoshi started showing up. What? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Ryoshi... She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started. If she could get over herself and learn how to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to disagree. Natsuki, I agree to disagree. I prefer if the reader has to think and figure out things by themselves than the author just letting it out, underestimating and torn the reader. I'm sorry, Natsuki, but I disagree. I'm with Yuri on this one. What could it be that it reminds you of, Sebas? I wonder. Help me explain that to her, Ryoshi. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ryoshi? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yeah, I'm totally with Yuri on this one. So of course this is going to be... We're losing frames for some reason. This triggers me so much. So we're going for Yuri, like... I agree that the reader has to think and figure things out by themselves rather than the author just laying them out, unless you're like a mystery writer and you're following the golden rule, the rules of the golden age of mystery, which is you lay out the clues, you give the author the same chance as the detective to solve the mystery, and then in the end comes the big revelation. But you need to do the big revelation so the reader knows if they won the game against the author and figured out everything before the reveal, or if they lost. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. Natsuki. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. Well, did I pick Yuri? Like, honestly speaking, that felt more like a neutral opinion rather than taking someone's side. Yeah. I did pick Yuri. It's a pretty neutral opinion though, like, it's not strongly on Yuri's side. I don't need Sayori's help, I can do this myself. And yeah, he handled it pretty well. Like, I'm impressed. I'm definitely falling head over heels with myself from Doki Doki Literature Club. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. You'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. She's a little bit childish. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. That makes me feel bad, dude. It wasn't a bad poem. I'm sorry though, I'm with Yuri on this one. And even if it made her feel bad, her attitude is a little bit childish, like Yuri even apologized, and she didn't. I'm sorry, Kino. You gotta admit she's a bit childish, like it's not a bad thing, but her reaction, after this choice wasn't the best. Like she didn't have to throw her poem. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Ryoshi. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. You're too kind. I wonder who has told me that before, despite me not being kind. Stares at Sebas, trying not to seem suspicious. I wonder who. Why is this a point on a BN with only one ending though? You don't know her well enough. True that, you know. I mean, she is a bit childish though. Well, she acted a bit childish in that situation. I don't know about other situations, but in this situation specifically, she didn't have to do what she did at the end. Like he was only saying sorry, then making peace, instead of throwing your damn poem which was pretty damn good to the trash can. Because who, Sebas, I wonder who told me in the past, you're too kind, despite me obviously being a douchebag. I wonder. Stares again. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Ryoshi, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! I see, it's okay though. But yeah, Sebas. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I note to myself with newfound determination. Are we Undertale now? Ryoshi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Ryoshi, it's nice that I get to spend time with you on the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I like how this guy thinks. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this! Let's conquer Yuri. Let's conquer our waifu's heart. And make them our waifu. Okay. 2 days. So, we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna end the stream over here. And probably continue tomorrow, maybe. Or maybe the day after tomorrow. I don't know yet. So yeah, thanks for coming, Sebas. I'm sorry to keep you awake until so late. Thanks for coming, Kino. I'm sorry that you didn't sleep at all, but you know, I have lag until 10 p.m. It's not my fault. I try, I swear I try, but there's nothing I can do. So yeah. Sebas, you're acting like Natsuki. I'm curious about what you said, but you don't have to say it again if you don't want to. Baka! True, you can sleep, but then you're gonna sleep all day, maybe. Okay, so thanks for coming, guys, and I'll let you know if we're gonna continue it tomorrow or not. So, Ryoshi out and good night. Tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow we will continue on my quest to conquer Yuri's heart. Good night.